mass murder spree at a U.S. military base in history, and Obama passes it off as a secondary thought. Congress mentions nothing about it. They go on with business as usual. The media tries to cover it up and say he was picked on because he was a Muslim. Anyone who says that we have had the enemy within penetrate the military is immediately condemned by the psychobabblers. And I couldn't believe that even Fox News, I turned it on last night. They had a so-called panel with a guy named Dinesh D'Souza. I don't know who he is. Another one named Bozell, never heard of him. And this used suitcase, Geraldine Ferraro, on a panel. I said, wait a minute, are they kidding? This used suitcase, Geraldine Ferraro, is on Fox News? So this character named D'Souza, who I never heard of, I guess he's a conservative, this guy Bozell I never heard of, they say nothing. It was like listening to a moron, an imbecile, and an idiot, all at once. They said nothing. Listen to this character named D'Souza. I never heard of him, in clip 18.
I think the motives of the shooter are very hard to say. I think what we see in an incident...
All right, that's enough already. That's enough. You were irrelevant when you were relevant. Now, here's another guy named Bozell. Never heard of him. Clip 19.
It's a strange story today. Two things I think that are going to emerge. One is that all sorts of facts are going to come out of this thing.
Next case, finished, imbecile. Now, Geraldine Ferraro, listen to this one.
I agree with your previous panelist, Essie, when she said she was glad he was alive. I am too, because I think then you'll be able to get to the bottom of what happened on this, or the military will. They'll look at they'll not only talk to him and see where he's coming from, but they will also then go back and check to see what impact all these things have had on him. And look at that with reference to others as well who are performing the same type of service with reference to assisting people who are suffering from post-traumatic stress and all the rest of that stuff.
Here we go already. He's the victim. The murderer, the mass murderer, is the victim. And I would have expected this from Geraldine Ferraro. She was what she is from the beginning. She is what she is from the beginning. But I'm just speechless from it. The Trojan horse has entered the military, and if you don't know the version of the Trojan horse, you're going to get it on the Savage Nation eventually. But here we have the worst mass murder spree at a U.S. military base in history, and not one governmental agency is responsible. I haven't heard one word from Janet Napolitano. I've heard nothing from Obama that made sense. I'm asking you who should be fired. Where were the MPs? How did he get an automatic rifle or pistols through the door? Why is Homeland Security silent? Where are the MPs? How did he get in there? I mean, the man is wearing a white robe and a cap, and he screams Allah Akbar before he opens up on everybody. And the soldiers are disarmed. They're sitting there like sheep. If you were Al-Qaeda watching this, you'd say, we're very close to the final victory. We have won, my friends. My friends, we have won. The soldiers are crying in America. The soldiers are weeping in America. They couldn't even defend themselves against one of our brave men. Yes, one of their brave men. Yes, I will say it again. One of their brave jihadists. Yes, one of their brave jihadists. He went on a jihad rampage. He was a sleeper who went off. Would I have to read this somewhere to tell you what happened here? The guy was telling them for 6 months he was a jihadist. It was pouring out of him like body odor. Like B.O. coming off a stinker. I don't like the military. I don't want to go to Iraq. The war is against the Muslims. I'm not going. And then when he's a doctor in wherever in where was he? Up in Walter Reed. They had to admonish him because he was proselytizing about Islam to patients. You didn't see this yet, did you, in your local paper? You didn't read it yet? Yankees, take me out to the ball game, you stupid idiots. You don't deserve a country. You morons, you. You morons don't deserve a nation. You morons don't deserve a country. We've become like Spain after the bombing of the Spanish subways. We're this far away from being Spain. Barack Hussein Obama. Barack Hussein Obama. Barack Hussein Obama. Oh, yes, and by the way, the thing at Fort Hood. Now, what was that, please? I must rush off now and play night basketball. What was that? Oh, yes. Chief Crazy Horse, he had a salute for a minute and a half. 2 minutes about Chief Crazy Horse. Dig up a few more votes from the teepees. Then I read that this malcontent wanted to get out of the military. He was suing the government. Like all of these deadbeats that go in and get the free education. And then all of a sudden, oh, I have to serve? What, are you kidding me? I like the uniform. I like the benefits. I like the badges. You actually want me to go over to Iraq? Are you crazy? You gave me the medical degree, so I'll sue. I'll get a lawyer from NYU. I'll get a lawyer from Columbia or Harvard to say you tricked me. And then I'll go on a mass murder spree so that all your friends in the media could say it was post-traumatic stress disorder, even though I've never been to Iraq.
Saturday.